Hello everyone, good morning. Dear students, today we are going to discuss topic power and its numericals, class 11th physics, chapter 6 work, energy and power. Power. Power is defined as the time rate of doing work or the time rate of consuming energy. At what rate energy is being consumed, that is called power. Average power is equal to work done upon time taken or energy consumed upon time taken. The formula is P average is equal to W upon T is equal to E upon T. Any one we can use. Either average power is equal to work upon time or average power is equal to energy consumed upon time taken. The instantaneous power is the limiting value of average power as time interval approaches 0. So it is written as P is equal to dW upon dt. The work done by a force F for a displacement dr is given by, for small displacement dr, small work done dW is equal to F dot dr. It is the dot product of force and displacement. The instantaneous power can also be expressed as power P is equal to dW upon dt. Put the value of dW F dot dr upon dt. So this is power P is equal to F dot dr upon dt, and we know that dr upon dt is velocity. So it will become P is equal to F dot V. It is the dot product of force and velocity. So P is equal to F vector dot V vector. It is the dot product. And we know that dot product of two vectors is scalar. So power is a scalar quantity. SI unit of power is watt. The unit of power is named after James Watt, one of the innovators of steam engine in 18th century. 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second, or written as 1 W, capital W, is equal to 1 joule per second. Define 1 watt. Power is said to be 1 watt when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. Or power may also be defined as power is said to be 1 watt when 1 joule of electrical energy is consumed in 1 second. Then power is said to be 1 watt. 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt, or we can say 10 raised to power 3 watt. 1 megawatt, MW, capital M, capital W, 1 megawatt is equal to 10 raised to power 6 watt. Another unit of power is horsepower, written as HP. 1 HP, 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. The power of engines of cars and other vehicles is measured by unit called brake horsepower. You have seen in the TV and other videos, they use the term BHP to express the power of the engine. That BHP stands for brake horsepower. Power has dimensions M, L2, T minus 3. Commercial unit of energy. The commercial unit of or trade unit of energy is kilowatt hour, kWh, K small, W capital, H small. Define 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is the amount of electrical energy consumed when an electrical appliance having a power rating of 1 kilowatt is used for 1 hour. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1000 watt multiply 3600 seconds. On solving, we will get 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joule. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joule. This is the unit which we use at our homes, and our bill of electricity is coming in this unit, kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 unit. Example 6.11. An elevator can carry a maximum load of 1800 kg. Elevator plus passengers is moving up with a constant speed of 2 meter per second. The frictional force opposing the motion is 4000 Newton. Determine minimum power delivered by motor to the elevator in watts as well as in horsepower. What is given? Mass of elevator as well as passengers. Maximum load is given 1800. Constant speed is given 2 meter per second, and frictional force which opposes the motion, that is 4000 Newton. And we have to find the power delivered by motor. So solution: downward force on elevator, as elevator is moving upwards, so downward force on elevator, that is total weight plus frictional force. So total downward force on elevator F is equal to mg plus frictional force. So mg, mass is 1800, g is 10. So 1800 into 10, that is mg, plus frictional force, that is 4000. So on solving, we will get 22,000 Newton. So total downward force on elevator will be 22,000 Newton. So motor must supply enough power to balance this force. So power P is equal to force into velocity, and force required minimum, that is 22,000 into constant velocity, that is given 2 meter per second. So answer is 44,000 watt. This is the power delivered by the motor to the elevator. It is in watt. Now we have to find it in horsepower. So divide by 746. We will get in horsepower, power is equal to 59 HP horsepower. This is the next question from your NCERT book 6.9. A body is initially at rest. It undergoes one-dimensional motion with constant acceleration. Power delivered to it at time t is proportional to. What we have to find here? These are the four options. We have to find power delivered to the body is directly proportional to what? These are the four options. We have to find the right answer out of these four. Solution is acceleration is constant, that is given. And when acceleration is constant, we can use this equation v is equal to u plus at. These equations of motion can be used only when acceleration is constant. So here we are using v is equal to u plus at, as in the question it is given initial velocity is 0, body is at rest initially, so u is equal to 0. So we get v is equal to at. And what we have to find is power. Power is equal to force into velocity, and force F is equal to ma, and velocity v is equal to at. Put both the values, so we will get power P is equal to ma square t. So power P is equal to ma square t. Here m is constant, a acceleration is constant, that is given. So power is directly proportional to time t. Hence correct answer is second one. Power is directly proportional to time t. Next question 6.10 of NCERT book. A body is moving unidirectionally under the influence of a source of constant power. A source is there which is supplying constant power to the body, and body is moving in one direction. Its displacement in time t is proportional to. What we have to find is displacement. So these are the four options. We have to find the right answer. Solution, what we have to find is displacement s is proportional to what? Which power of t? So dimensions of power. we know that dimensions are written in capital square bracket. So P is equal to dimensions of F into V. So dimensions of power we have studied already, mL to T minus 3, and power is constant, that is given in the question. As we know that mass is constant, as power and mass both are constant here, so we will get L square upon T cube is equal to constant from the dimensions, because m is constant and power is constant. And here T square is in denominator. When we will change the side, so we will get L square proportional to T cube, and when we will remove square from the L, so we will get square root both side. So L proportional to T raised to power 3 by 2. So correct answer is third one, T raised to power 3 by 2. Next question. A pump on ground floor of a building can pump up water to fill a tank of volume 30 meter cube in 15 minutes. If tank is 40 meter above the ground and efficiency of pump is 30%, how much electric power is consumed by the pump? How much power is consumed? Efficiency is given, that is 30%, and volume of the tank is 30 meter cube, and it is filled in 15 minutes, and height of the tank from the ground is 40 meter. So what we have to find first? Mass. Mass of the water. Mass is equal to volume into density, and volume is given. So mass of water to be pumped up, that is equal to volume is 30 and density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. So final answer will be 3 into 10 raised to power 4 kg. This is the mass of water which is to be pumped up by the motor. Time taken is 15 minutes. Convert it into seconds. So 15 into 60, that is 900 seconds. Height, h is equal to 40 meter, that is given. Required power, we know that here the formula will be energy transferred upon time taken. What is energy transferred actually? As we are moving the water up to a height of 40 meter. So energy will be stored in that water as potential energy. So energy transferred to water upon time taken. And who is transferring the energy? Motor or pump. So required power is equal to energy, that is mgh, upon time taken, that is T. So mass that we have calculated 3 into 10 raised to power 4. For the sake of simplicity, we have taken G is equal to 10, and height that is given 40, and time that is 900 seconds. So this is the power required. And power consumed, what we have to find is power consumed, input power. And efficiency of the pump is 30%, that is given. And efficiency is equal to output upon input. So what is given actually here? What we have calculated already? Required power. This is the power which we need. Actually power supplied by pump will be different because efficiency is 30%. We are getting output only 30%. 30% of what? 30% of the input power. So 30% of X, we have considered here input power or power consumed, that is X. So 30% of X, that is equal to power required. So on solving this equation, we will get X is equal to, on solving all this, we will get 4.4 into 10 raised to power 4 watt. So this is the power consumed, that is equal to 4.4 into 10 raised to power 4 watt. Thank you. Have a nice day.